Yeah. Let's see if we can make this thing less squeaky. Last time we did this, it was really nice for about a day. Alright, Dad's working on finishing up feeding cattle, and then he'll come behind us with the baler, and we'll get one step closer to finishing up with our grass hay. Good morning.
Hi. Hello.
So we're running to those two grass fields we cut 2 videos ago. One was pretty snazzy, especially with the drowned out spot that had really big cattails in it. That's gonna ton out well. And then the other one, we'll be lucky to get a bale to the acre. So we're just gonna rake them before it gets too hot, bale them, and then see what else we got going on today. Still waiting on rain. 10-day looks like no rain. If we go 10 more days with no rain, we might go a year without harvest. So all we can do is what we can do, you know? Thank God I'm a country boy. The roads are just terrible. I don't know, the road grader's just been leaving the roads real wanky this year. Seems like they're doing something a little different, like they're digging the shoulders harder, and it seems like they're really trying to crown the road, which is probably the right thing to do, but the roads have never been this rough before. Usually I can go like 19 mile an hour on the gravel, but these rakes and this bumpy stuff, I'm going 11, and still these tires start dancing. It's nice most of our land is pretty dang close to home. So we're gonna rake the smaller windrows first because that's gonna be the driest. Hopefully we can save a little bit more leaf that way. So we'll hop in here, do a little raking, hop on the other side. All right, let's see if we fix the squeak. I just wanted to hop back here and feel the hay. Of course, we're going through a slough, so it is a little more moist than I wanted, but when I come back here, the first thing I grabbed was a whole just swath of Canadian thistles. Not too big of a deal, but pretty disappointing hay crop. It's not even pulling the windrow all the way together, and I think I might be in dang near the worst spot. So I just remembered last year we lost a couple of rake teeth, just the ends of those rake wheels while we were haying. So I assume this year we're gonna be maybe picking up a couple of those rake teeth that fell off, you know, raking them into the hay. Now I say windrow a lot when we're making hay. And I really wonder where that windrow, what does that even mean? What does that mean? But I don't know what else to call that. Someone want to give me a history lesson on why it's called windrow? Because it certainly ain't a row of wind. I'm pretty sure it's hay. The hay row, that makes more sense to me. Windrow. Don't get me started on airline food. When they're small like that, you really got to drive fast and keep filling that baler. I mean, it's not as big of a deal as compared to the days of the old chain balers, because that stuff was falling out about as fast as it was coming in. But he's gonna want to drive fast for these. Just keep shoving it up in there so it can form a bale. Also, did that graphite work? Kind of sounds a little bit better from the cab. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. Just let it squeal. So I guess today is probably the last day that you'll be raking and baling grass hay with Sonne Frame. For the year, anyway. We got second cutting of alfalfa, which is sitting down there. Left to do If it could get even a half bale to the acre, that'd be 35 bales. That'll last us a couple weeks this winter, and that'd be pretty nice. And hopefully, I know you're getting sick of it, if we start getting some rains, maybe we'll have a decent third cutting, but you never know. Once we get the bales off this, we'll open it back up to the cows. We'll let them in there. Partially why they can't go in there is because the fence is terrible, and they would have just hopped in here and ate the hay. So they'll get a few more acres, which will be nice because of course their pasture's starting to burn up, and hopefully we don't have to bring any of those cows home before normal time. You can see this stuff is actually a little bit greener. If this whole piece grows a couple inches, that will help hold off for a rain. Get opened back up like another 60 acres, and so that'll be very nice. A little extra feed for them. See some dust flying, so I think Dad's headed down. This is the hoot. Yeah, it's looking a little scarce right here. You can see a pretty big gap of no bales. It's not terrible, I guess. It just might make a bale an acre. And this year in this field, I think we'll be content with the bale an acre. Woo! Just got one more pass around the outside. And so this is our newest piece of grass. I kind of explained that when I went to cut it. There are very few holes out here from badgers and such because this was planted or drilled just a few years ago. So we're gonna be able to go fast and not hit bumps. And I just absolutely love going fast. I love cattails, huh? Slingshot. Engage. 10 mile an hour. So in through there you can see that color change. I would have to guess about 8 acres or so of drowned out stuff. It's full of cattails and just a bunch of random bad low quality weeds, and it's been underwater for the last 3-4 years. So this year's the first time we got to hay it. Hopefully cutting it, we'll get that sun to the ground and maybe some decent grass will poke up. Everything's being choked out by the cattails, and hopefully some higher quality stuff comes up. Bales over there. And I think that's around 20 acres, so just under a bale an acre. I bet you last year we got closer to 3, maybe even 4. Definitely blessed to have that much hay. It's gonna help us get through this year. I remember when I was little, there was a field in particular, one of the first times I was raking, and Dad was chasing me with the baler, and I could not for the life of me get ahead of him. I don't know if I was just super slow or the hay was terrible, and so he wasn't making bales very fast and having to stop. But the whole entire field, I was getting chased. Son of a gun. Here we go. Get on here. He's been sitting in the corner over there for quite a while. I wonder if he's having issues. It's also pretty possible that he was just taking an Instagram break. Looks like he plugged the pickup right as he was getting into the tough cattails, digging underneath there and then trying to run the PTO and seeing if it came unstuck, but looks like he's still having some issues. Looks like he's going again. Perfect timing. I was just about to have to get on my hands and knees and pull stuff out of a plugged pickup. And there he just dumped a bale. So, you know, that's the worst time to plug your pickup is when you got a really full bale in there, because then it's that much harder to get that baler going. Got it dumped out. Looks like 3 good bales of hay. What the heck? You got a bunch, or not a bunch, but there's barbed wire in that bale you just dumped out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's, I don't know.
Okay, maybe that's why I quit my baler.
Yeah, it seems like it pulls out pretty easy, like it was. Oh,
So,
actually, that was in the right bale, the bale on the right side.
yeah, so down in the corner of the other field, when I turned, that was barbed wires west of the trees there in that south corner.
Yeah.
And so I didn't bale that little bit there because there's 2 more barbs strung out, so I must have picked up some of it anyway.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it didn't wrap up when I was cutting.
Yeah.
That would have sucked.
Would have sucked around the rake too, but
yeah.
worse around the cutter, yeah.
Do you think there might be still some wrapped up in the baler though?
I doubt it.
Okay. That's a bit of stuff right there. I don't know how deep that's in that bale. I'm gonna leave it. The thing about that is you can't just cut it, because then there's still gonna be some in there. That's not gonna be good if a critter eats it, or if that goes through the hay grinder, chops it up into pieces. That'd be really bad. Taking her slow. So we're done raking. Dad's got about an hour ahead of him of baling. We'll chuck the drone up in the air real quick and go home, make some lunch. I'm gonna have trouble with that one. Yep, you know what that means. The cripple gets to get back up in the tractor and then come back down the tractor. Oh yeah, we got it. That just keeps these from settling. I've had it before where I forgot to put that stop in, and then I'm driving down the road and all of a sudden I hear some tinging, and these are down in the gravel. Just kind of a safety thing. And it's pretty important, especially if you got some leaky hydraulics. You know, if Dad could have picked up some more of that barbed wire earlier, I wouldn't have to tear down as much fence. That would be handy. I'll never get sick of seeing all those bales in a row. It's so simple, but so genius. Right to the 12 mile an hour. Look at that. Look at these tires. A little bit of dranklers to spare. You want to go in the garage? Yeah? Yeah? You want to go? Silly dog. Seems like a good day for grilling some pork chops, huh? Did you get in the garage? Oh my gosh, look at ya. Aren't we excited? Woo, we're in the garage. Hey, yeah, yeah. Yeah, look at you. Don't mind my annoying voice. Oh. Jeez. Who's there? Who's there? Go get him. Oh, you're so silly. Got 4 bundles of wood posts to unload. So that's some timber. Wheelie time. That was a weak one. I tell you what, this Bobcat quick attach, I got trouble with it. Half the time, especially if you get a little dirt around there, they don't want to go in. So now this is the Bobcat lube. We can spray the crap out of those things. Maybe newer Bobcats are a little better, but one of the most frustrating things is when you're putting an attachment like this on, where you don't got to hook up hoses so you don't need to get out, and then your Bobcat quick attach don't work. And then you gotta get out and smack it around and spit on it and stuff. It's just, I got a bum knee, Bobcat. I don't wanna be doing that. I can smell the pork chops from here. Ooh. Yeah. Did we make the hay?
Yep.
What was it looking yield-wise?
Cattails and the sloughs made up a lot of tonnage. That helped.
Yeah. What was that first field?
Oh, that was a bale an acre.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, that's the grill. I was hoping the baler wasn't on fire. So I got 4 loads to get over there after dinner.
I'd say you had the AC cranked pretty good in there.
Yeah, and so I started that tractor up that I'm gonna move bales with, and the fan doesn't work on the air conditioner.
Oh, you just gotta, say some
Slap
kind
it.
words to it.
I think I gotta switch relays.
At least I hope that's from the AC on the ground there.
Yeah.
Should be. We got the pork chop.
All right.
Gotta get that AC. If only we had that 544 yet, you could put the loader on it, open cab. We can't have a hot Brian.
No, that don't work at all.
Mm-mm.
That's not a good thing.
All right. Something fried in there, so our AC's not working, or the fan, the blower, or whatever. Something just burned up. So anyway, we have another tractor. Dad's trying to haul some bales, so we'll put the bale spear on this one. I was thinking about pressure washing that, but I guess it's got a bigger and better job to do. I'm pretty sure one time I plugged this in and got electrocuted. You think this little bit of paper towel will help me? I have to cook a rear hind quarter on this thing. Maybe that'll help. Oh, now that's a breeze. One of them forks is getting bent up. I didn't do it. That was a lot of work and I didn't even do nothing. So if you've seen us load net wrap into here, it does look a little difficult. We've been tilting this back, which is what we thought would be the best way. Come to find out, check this out. That's all we had to do. Just keeps getting better and better. Those are some beautiful heifers. So Dad's going to move some bales. I don't have much else going on. I'd be moving bales if I had a good kicker, but it's crazy. It's almost August already. This year's flying by, and I feel like I've been laying on the couch for most of it. Hope you enjoyed watching. We're getting to the end of haying, which is kind of sad. Unless we get a nice rain, we could have a decent third cutting of alfalfa. Pray that happens. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'd like to see you next time. Have a good one. Guess what's working right now?
Is it?
Yeah, the AC.